know how many people think they're supposed to have their life figured out at 18, 22, and 30?
I'm 44, and I don't even got my life figured out. I've worked the overnights for the last 15 plus years. I'm a caregiver for my mother. I've been married for 8 years to a man that lives in Morocco with no way to get him here. Never quite lived on my own. Never been the most confident. But I have one of the biggest hearts you'll ever see. I've always put myself second. Always want to help somebody else. Just haven't quite figured out how to help myself. I love to create art, music, poetry, even I cook, make videos. I also have my own website, aloveproductions.com. I share what I love and share my journey, but I have no idea what I'm doing to make this successful. So remember that job I talked about? Here I am. So let's go down the line of what I said in this video. And I thought of making this video because, you know, that part from Gary Vee has played in my head, and I've seen it multiple times on multiple platforms. So I figured, you know, I'd kind of add to it, you know, because I agree, you know, I don't have kids, so maybe I can't speak, but, you know, I know parents and relatives and whatever, they want, you know, the younger generation to figure stuff out, when the majority of us don't have our own life figured out. You know, like I said, I'm not the most confident. I try, and I have my moments, but I'm not the most confident. I do deal with anxiety and depression. Like I said in the beginning of this, I'm a caregiver for my mother during the day. I've worked the overnights for the last 15 plus years. Luckily, it's been with the same job. But my job has been on the verge of being no more for the last couple years, and I think we have maybe less than a year left. I'm not sure. It always changes. I'm scared to death to look for another job, partly because I don't want another dead-end job. I want to make my art, my music, my creativity, and my journey to be my career. Alove Productions is not just, you know, a brand name. Alove Productions is me. You know, my name is April Love, and I'm producing things that I love while trying to go after the things that I want to do and take care of those that I love. I said I put myself second. I've done that most of my life. I've been like the second mother to my brothers, who are 8 and 12 years younger than me. And even though they got older, just as we all, you know, became full-grown adults, my mother's health got bad, and I stepped into the caretaker role. My brothers helped too, but, you know, I've always been the primary, you know, I guess it's the older sibling syndrome of, you know, feeling like you have to take care of everything, and you end up forgetting to take care of yourself. And I feel it as far as not being able to take care of myself. I'm at 280 pounds. I've developed diabetes. I have hypothyroidism. I yo-yo with my diet. I yo-yo with my health and fitness in because of the, I'm not even going to say because of the overnight, but, you know, especially in the last few months, haven't been able to get consistent sleep, which keeps me in a constant fog and keeps me from wanting to get up and move and do things that I love and things I really want to do. I'm constantly concerned about money, but because I can't, you know, even to make videos sometimes it's hard for me to focus and hard for me to be focused enough to make sense if I'm going to do a speaking video like this. And what else? Those of you who have watched me for a while know that I've been doing the social media thing pretty consistently for about 7 years now, 6-7 years now. I might have, you know, tapered off here and there, but I keep pushing myself to put out content. And it's not one type of content or another, and I like Gary V's thought on that to, you know, you're your niche, I'm my niche. You know, I have multiple interests and multiple things I want to share, and that's what I do. I've had aloveproductions.com for 4 years. I've had a handful of sales. When I say a handful, like, I can literally count the sales on my hand, on one hand. And I don't know what I'm doing as far as like the business aspect of that, but I keep up the website. I keep making content. I keep doing the best I can at 40. You know, I just turned 44 on September 1st. So, you know, and again, I'm scared to death because my mother's getting older. And I already can't afford to live on my own with what I make. And I don't have the focus or any, you know, or mindset or, you know, to do things like eBay. As much as I know it would probably work. And as much as I've listened and watched people like Gary V. It's not excuses. It's just, you know, it's what it is. It's where I'm at. I want to do better. And I've contemplated multiple, especially in the last couple of weeks, of just quitting my job, but I don't have money saved up to be able to do that. You know, both my brothers and I all live check to check. We get by. Those of you who watched me know I have a 20-year-old Jeep that I've been trying to maintain, but I'm at the point that I'm trying to pay down debt, and my Jeep is at the point that I'm probably better off saving to get something new versus fix that, because at this point I need new brakes, I need new tires, I don't have an AC, I don't know how the heat's gonna work during the winter, if I have the car long enough for the winter. I've had battery issues during the past winter, and I'm sure they're gonna rear their head again. You know, and as much as I put myself second, me doing my creative stuff, making my content, that's for me. And I wish I have time, but like I said, it's the energy part. Without the energy, makes the focus harder. And because I don't get consistent sleep, makes, you know, everything works together. And right now, I try and I get frustrated. I keep pushing forward. I keep trying and trying. But it's a real struggle. And again, it doesn't matter if you're 20, 30, 44, even older. None of us really have things figured out. Some of us do. Some of us figured out somewhat of a path. But we don't all have it figured out and have everything figured out. You know? And I know it might sound like I'm complaining. But, you know, I am grateful for what I have. Grateful for what I can do. I believe wholeheartedly that something eventually will come out of it. And I do it more because I love to create and share versus, you know, and I always hear Roman Atwood in the back of my head to let the money be the byproduct of doing what you love. I barely have 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm creeping up on TikTok. Not even close to 1,000 on Instagram or Facebook or any other platform. But I still post on a pretty regular basis. It might not be 20 pieces of content per day, per platform, but I keep going. And as many times as I might get burnt out and not post for a couple days or a week, I get back up and I try again. And I keep going. Because, again, I don't want another dead-end job. If money was no object, I'd quit my job today, be very content being at home, creating, cooking, taking care of my mother, doing things that she wants to do to enjoy, you know, her remainder years, you know, make her quality life better. I would definitely be trying to get my husband here from Morocco. And those of you who didn't know, I got married in 2012 in Morocco. Applied for the visa for him to come here. Took 3 years for them to say, we don't believe in your marriage. We need more proof. Without being able to be together consistently, there's very little extra proof he could give them. And we withdrew our case, hoping to be able to save money to get a lawyer and start over. And I haven't seen my husband in over 5 years because financially we don't have it. But we still talk every, couple of times a week. We both have our personal struggles, and it definitely, you could believe that there's a big struggle for us to stay connected. But we have our faith, we have our love. We haven't given up as much as we've wanted to multiple times. In the state of the world right now, we need that faith more than ever. You know, I panic about my car, I panic about my health and my family. You know, but I don't give up. I keep going. And I share all this, because I know there's plenty of people that can relate. It's not to make you feel sorry for me, but to show that, again, even in your 40s, you can still go after what you want. It might not be the easiest thing. You might have life responsibilities at this point in your life. But, we can still find a way here and there to get there. Just don't give up. I know I've been patient. You can be patient. I know it's harder to stay patient when you're getting up there in age. But, We gotta do it. Anyway, a lot longer than I expected. So I'll end this. Thank you for listening. As always, like, love, share, and inspire. Don't forget, love is everything.